Good afternoon. I'm Eric Dunn. I'm the Senior Vice President and General Manager for Quicken at Intuit, and I'm happy to have this opportunity to talk to you about some of my experiences as GM, a role I took on about 90 days ago. During that time, obviously I've worked closely with the team here at Intuit, but also had some opportunities to meet with customers like you and learn about your experience as a Quicken user and customer. There's a lot to learn, a lot we can do to make Quicken even better. I love the product, but there's more we can do, and I'm very excited about our future together and making Quicken great. So before we talk about the Quicken business and the Quicken product, I want to share a few words about myself. I'm employee number 4 at Intuit. When I joined, it was a tiny company in a basement in Palo Alto. In those days, all we did at Intuit was work on Quicken. I was the CFO. I was the CFO for 7 years through the IPO, but I was also allowed to write code on Quicken, which was really fun, very rewarding. And it's been just a real joy in my life to have contributed to a product used by millions of people over all the years. I'm also, as you can imagine, an avid Quicken user. My data file goes back to 1985, 140 megabytes. And in fact, I have a dedicated Windows 2012 server in the basement of my house whose primary role is to allow me to run Quicken and access it from remote devices. So as you can see, I have a lot of experience with the product, and as you can imagine, a lot of passion about making it even better than it already is. And so that's why I'm excited both to be in this role and also to talk to you about some of the opportunities I think we have ahead of us in the Quicken business. What have I seen in my first 90 days as general manager in the Quicken business? So first, I've seen a wonderful business that I'm really delighted to be back in the middle of again. We're solving important problems for millions of households all over the country, and that's great. But through taking tech support calls, which I've done, and our customer day where we brought customers into the office, I've also seen that there are opportunities for improvement, and probably some areas where we need to up the level of investment we're making, both in the customer experience, particularly in care, and also in the product area, so we can make Quicken the awesome product in every dimension that it deserves to be. Now I'd like to talk to you about some of the improvements we've already made in the Quicken business, and also give you a little bit of a look ahead at some of our future thoughts about how to evolve the product and the business. First, focusing on the care area. In the past, we did make it harder than we should have to get assistance with Quicken. There was a period when there was no phone support at all. And at other times we've had insufficient staffing and it's been difficult to reach us. We've made a lot of progress on both those fronts already. Phone care is back. We've added a significant number of agents, and importantly, during the course of this year, and that means the past 3 months and looking 9 months ahead, we're significantly increasing the ratio of US-based agents. And we've seen across Intuit that for phone care in particular, we get better resolution and quicker turnaround working with US-based phone reps, and so that's where we're heading with the Quicken business as well. So that's one important area where I'm proud of the work that's already happened, and better still to come. Meanwhile, on the product side, we also have some good news. I'm happy with our 2016 releases. And some of you who keep careful track of your Quicken calendar may notice we're releasing a little later in the year this year, in November, than in other years where we've typically launched in October or even September. When I joined as general manager, the team and I kind of looked at the products and said, they're good, but we want them to be really good, and we want to smooth the rough edges and build in some refinements that we don't always get at launch, waiting to later download releases in some years. And so we took an extra 5 or 6 weeks this year, and that's why it's launching a little bit later in the year. But I think you're going to like what you see. I've been using a beta version of Windows Quicken 2016 Core. I'm a Windows user, though I also run Mac Quicken. And it's a really solid product that has a lot of polished small improvements over 2015, but it also has a significant new feature, which is you can get access to your online bills automatically in Quicken. So I have, I think, 6 of my bills already set up, and I can see when they're due, the amount, pop the amount into bill pay and pay it online. So really nifty feature, and I think you'll like that. On the Mac front, we have some catch-up work to do. As you know, we started with a new code base, I think in 2010, and we're targeting converging on the core functionality of the Windows product within a year or two. And this fall, we're adding an important new capability, electronic bill pay, accessing the bill pay services of many of the banks through Direct Connect. So there are other features, refinement, polish, other improvements as well. We're continuing to work on connectivity, which has been troublesome in some cases. Financial institution connectivity is one of the hardest problems we have to address in the Quicken business, and those improvements will be reflected in our Mac 2016 product this fall. What about mobile? Mobile this year, not much of a change. But we have big plans for our mobile offerings. Today, they're companions with some neat functionality. You can add transactions and it syncs with the desktop products, both Windows and Mac, but it's only a subset of the account types, and we'll be broadening that in the future. In general, across the entire Quicken business, we're investing more heavily. Engineering, we've brought back a number of engineers who've worked on Quicken in the past, and more to come, added to our product management and even our marketing organization. And generally, the goal is to have great people working hard on making Quicken even better in the years ahead. And that's basically the journey we're on. And I'm excited to be leading it. And I'm very thankful to all of you, our customers, for having been with us so long. And we're really determined that the next 30 years of Quicken will be as great, even greater than the 30 years that have already come. Thank you.